Good day, everyone. My name is Alan Usmay Jr. Good day, B.Ed Atubi, and especially to our instructor, Ma'am Tandi. Ma'am, good day. In this video, we are going to talk about the lesson 19, which is the technology in evaluating student learning. So let's begin. So before we are going to talk about our topic. So let's read our learning targets. So at the end of these lessons, you are expected to first is determine the edtech applications that can use in evaluating student learning, and the second is use the edtech application evaluating student learning on a particular lessons, and the last one is present your technology based evaluating tool through an edtech shown. So let's begin. So basically, in introduction, so evaluating is the last phase in the 5E instructional model, which was developed by Bybee and Landis in 1990s. So when we are going to make a lesson plan, as you can see, there is engage, there is the explanation, there is explore. The last part of the instructional model in 5E is the evaluating. So basically, that is the focus in this subject based in the technology evaluating student learning. And also, this space encourage the student to reflect their assess their first is understanding, learning, and abilities, and provide the opportunities as far as a future teacher to monitor their evaluate student progress towards the educational objective. So especially kita no we are elementary student, so it is important as to first is to monitor our students kung if they have learned our topic or they have learned about our lessons. So basically it is important kayo na no, especially in the elementary. So kinahanglan jud i-monitor ang ilahang understanding, learning, and abilities kung naaba sila'y na naaba sila'y na ano no naaba na sila'y natun-an. So as you can observe in the 5 is, so naa siya diray kanang kuan na siya review. So gina-review sa teachers kung ang mga previous topic kung naaba sila'y na learn dito nga during discussions or during the lesson no, katong nga mga lesson is naaba siya natun-an dito. And both formal and informal assessment are the essential, including the traditional test and the non-traditional test. So what are these? The formal and informal and tradition and untraditional, non-traditional methods. Like example is the portfolio. So basically na ay mga teachers ana no, we have a lot of teachers nga magpabuhat sila og portfolio through reflections or katong mga test papers ginapaipon sa mga teachers no, or ang kanang mga projects like drawings, outputs, visual aids. So dira ginabutang na sa kanang portfolio. And also the performance task kana especially the teachers gapabuhat siya og kanang mga performance task. So sa iyahang sa iyang mga student to see if naabadyoy nasabtan ang iyang mga student, basically in elementary student no. So very kuan jud kaayo kanang gina-monitor jud kaayo ang kanang learning sa mga elementary. It is because mga bata pa ni sila, basically ang mga edad ani is 5, 7, 15, 11. So mga edad, just imagine. So kinahanglan jud i-monitor no through this evaluating in the 5 is instructional model. We can identify those student sa ilahang progress o ma-identify nato. Like example, we have 45 student, then sa ilaha na ay limang katong medyo lack of kanang progressions, lack of kaning understanding sa kanang mga every lessons or lack of abilities. So through this evaluating, we can identify and we can make the strategy or kaning we can solve the problem, especially those students na kanang mga lack of kanang progressions in terms of their understanding and their academic excellence. And especially nowadays, educators, especially we move on to concept map, kana ginagamit pud na siya no kanang sa mga teachers, gapa-show sila og kanang mga concept map, then ginapa-answers nila sa mga bata, ginapa-answeran na sila bata, or gina pasagdaan nila ang bata, because as a teachers dili lang ta pwedeng kita lang magsulti. We can give a chance to the students, especially no sa mga student nato, kinahanglan tagaan nato sila og kanang independent learning. So importante kay na. And then models, being a teachers, kinahanglan jud ta as we act models in the classrooms. And the last one is the journal logs, kana basically I remember sa una in grade 5 I think or grade 6 ginapabuhat mi sa among teachers og kanang journals. And the last one is nowadays is educators are around the world is also started integrated the technology and assessing their student, whether face to face or online and distance setup. These lessons may help you to use the different edtech application in evaluating the student learning. So kay ina ra ta si ingon no, so unsa ning edtech. So basically ang edtech is the educational technology. So this is ginagamit ni sa mga ginagamit ni sa kanang teachers, not only the teachers but also the student, ginagamit po ni sa student. But basically ang prior jud nga nagagamit ani is teachers, the edtech. So unya atong i-determine na what are the edtech nga ginagamit sa mga teachers, especially in the Philippines teachers. Especially no karon uso na kaayo back in face to face, muna ang kanang mga traditional nga mga kanang in terms of kanang magklase or online learning kini. I know you are very familiar with online learning and distance setup, especially during the pandemic. So kini very common na kaini sa ato ano. So I'm not gonna elaborate this. And especially the edtech application kani, it is very rampant and most of the teachers yun ginagamit na kaayo ni siya. So wala nang pag makita kaayong teachers nga gagamit. Halos tanan na napalibutan na taani no the educational technology, because of the we are in the 21st century na jud kaayo. So let's move on. So in the evaluation phase, as a student understand skills, application and changing in thinking by the Nawastin and Puti and Sabahan in 2004. Kini gidetermine nila ang evaluation is the understanding through skills, applications and changing thinking. So no, ang evaluation is when you are going to make a lesson plan, very dako kayo impact ang evaluation in terms of the student. And the next one is this phase is emphasized is inquiry based assessment, both formal and informal methods like portfolios, performance task, concept based and journal tags, evidence of the learning by Duran 2004. Like sa akong gigon giinano gibalik naman ni, like sa akong gigon giinano is yung mga informal and formal nga mga kanang tradition of class sa kuan, both formal and informal methods mo to siya ginagamit kuan og kanang portfolio and performance task, Muna siya isa na siya sa mga saklaw sa evaluating and concept map kana mabuo through concept map makabuo ang bata og kaning critical thinking dira and journal tags. So unsa ang mga ang ginabuhat nila katong during sa klase, even without kanang klase kana I remember nga ginapabuhat ni ana sa una sa among teachers. The next one is the pace. This pace is involved basically in evaluating. Akong balikon, this pace is involved observing student behavior, assessing their skills, encouraging self-assessment, and using open-ended questions. Student demonstrate, understand, evaluate progress, and provide explanation. So in this, this space, specifically in evaluating, we can monitor or we can observe not just only the academic performance sa atong mga estudyante, but in also the behavior, the way they treat their classmate, the way they treat the other student, kana maka-evaluate ta ana sa kaning mga student through this evaluating student learning and assessing their skills. Dira pud nato kanang ma-identify who are kanang mga unique student. I know na adyo tay mga kanang mabantayan ana especially ang classroom is a diverse. When you say diverse, lahi-lahi na sila og kanang mga talent dira. Na ikabalo mo kanta, na ikabalo mo sayaw, na ikabalo mo rap, na ikabalo mo na ikabalo mo tula, na ikabalo mo himugpong kana. It is very diverse kayo ang classroom. That's why through this we can assess their skills, ma-assess nato ang ilang skills, and also encourage self-assessment and using open-minded questions kana through evaluating makakuan ta og kaning questions because inquiry based man gud gihapon ni siya. So we can demonstrate also the understanding of student while the evaluate and progress and provided explanation. So ang teachers mo-provide siya og sa tong mga kulang sa katong mga during sa discussions pag mangutana siya sa kanang mga student they can provide the explanation. So importante mo jud gyapon na especially the teachers kay kuan man kanang kasi na yung mga kulang ang ilang explanations or naay kanang mga lack of kanang examples. So pwede kay na siya. Then the next one is there are many free teachers-friendly edtech apps for assessing students across the different learning modes. This model introduce a few, but the teachers are encouraged to explore more online and interactive evaluating tools. So, as you can see in the pictures, muna siya ang kanang mga examples of kaning edtech or educational technologies. I know you are very familiar of that. Basically, sa atua in the college we are familiar with Google Classrooms kana, especially even me nakatry ko ana during first year down first sem and second sem, but ni upgrade ang atong school. We have ang pinakabago ato is which is the LMS or the Learning Management System. Dito nimo makita ang imong mga scores, dito nimo makita ang imong mga subjects, dito nimo makita ang imong kanang mga instructors, and especially what are the examples of edtech nga teachers in elementary. So mo to siya Google Classroom and Kahoot kana very kay na siya ang Kahoot and Edmodo kana ginagamit pud ta siya sa kanang mga teachers, and napay mga napay mga daghan kayo og kanang mga edtech nga mga apps that can pwede magamit sa ato ang mga class to support or to expand our kanang explanation or during our discussion, especially the teachers kanang mga kaskuan daw Google kana siya Kahoot mo to kung giingon in Moodle, Google Classrooms, daghan kaayo og kanang mga gamit pa nga pwede nato gamiton during our discussions. And there you go. So I hopefully na amoy mga natun-ano sa ato ang discussions. So that's all. Thank you everyone, and thank you for watching, and God bless.